Shout out to the penguin.
Altcoins are not going up.
Yeah, but Pokemon cards are. Gold went up 15 trillion.
If we get another leg down on Bitcoin, ouch.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode number 29 of the AltCryptoCast, your altcoin headquarters. If you're new here, don't forget to follow us or subscribe wherever you're watching. Leave a like and also let us know in the comments what you thought of the episode. Now, today we are going to be talking about the crypto market, sharing an interesting project and keeping you guys up to date with everything that's been happening. So, as usual, Frits, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, how are you?
Good. I'm happy that we're able to record another episode again. Number 29 already.
Yeah.
I think it's been around 1 year since we started the podcast now. I think end of January, beginning of February. So a lot has happened once again in the space.
Yes, it did.
So we got a lot to talk about today. We got an interesting project, right?
Yeah.
Which is
cool project.
we're going to be talking about risk management and trading strategies.
Yeah.
Which was a request last time, right?
Yeah. So we're going to do one project and then risk management and how to build a trading strategy.
Yeah. Updating our portfolio.
Yeah.
Or at least talking about how the portfolio is doing.
Yeah.
My expectations are that, they're not doing too well.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is crypto. And finally, we're going to talk about a bit of Polymarket, some odds that we find interesting to see.
Yeah.
So before we dive in, Fritz, anything you've been doing lately? Anything interesting or that you want to update us on about?
Yeah, building a trading strategy.
Okay.
Back into it. It's amazing nowadays.
Strategy.
Yeah, it's so like I did this for, I don't know, like 5 years ago, my first time, or maybe 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Back then, when I would code like a backtest, so you basically analyze the strategy, how well it performed in the historically. I would spend the fucking weeks, building it to see the numbers. Now with AI, I can do it in a day.
Yeah.
Speed is amazing. It's amazing because you know what you want, right? I know what I want to see or analyze.
Yeah.
But now it just takes so much less time. So it's so much nicer to build a strategy.
Yeah.
Like the grid of it.
And it's efficient. And I hear people saying, okay, in order to build an app or whatever these days, you don't even need to know how to code anymore because you can use AI. There's one thing though that I did notice, and I'm curious about what your opinion on this is obviously AI helps a lot, and AI it's only gonna get bigger than it is right now. I'm convinced of it, but it is still sort of we're still far away from AI being able to build everything from scratch and making the entire product. So what I mean with that is, like you said, building trading strategies, backtesting, it can be very fast these days. But still, when you say, okay, you need to make an app and do this and this and this, I still feel you get like a prototype, but there's no real thought of security behind it, thought of updating behind it, maintenance, all these things still doesn't really work. So I see AI still more as a way of helping you rather than saying we can do it all at once with AI. You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's you don't have one prompt yet that builds the application, right?
Exactly.
Or like one you map out what you want and then it builds it. But so it's a bit more iterative work. But it's also like you need to understand how you want the architecture and like what components you want in your application. But once you start like writing the hard part of writing all the code blocks or like a function or how you build your code, it's so much faster.
Yeah.
And also like you say with security, right? You can definitely like I don't know, you can even read articles about how you want your security. Yeah. And then you just let the AI read how the security should be and then starts figuring out in your code what's missing. Yeah. So I agree. But I think we're getting much closer, I think, in the next 1-2 years. I definitely feel a shift from a year ago.
Yeah. 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago now is already a very big difference.
Yeah.
On where we used to use AI to send the calculation and have some sort of result, where now you don't even need to do the calculation anymore. AI will do it for you, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And you know what I think, which is going to be a plus side for crypto?
Yeah.
So we all know AI agents that are sort of popping up. So I sort of do the same thing where we're looking for a holiday for this summer.
Yeah.
I said to ChatGPT, okay, this is what I want. This is the budget. This is my preference. This is the preference of the wife. This is what I need, blah, blah, blah. Can you come up with some suggestions? And it gave like 5 suggestions. In the future, I think it's going to be where you have these suggestions. And if you like one of them, you also say, book this one. Get this one done for me. I think it's going to happen with crypto payments.
Yeah.
Because it's, the systems behind it all to get these things done with the speed, the APIs and all these things is perfect for blockchain and crypto. And it feels like having the old-fashioned bank transfers and all these things isn't going to work with it. So I think it's a very good thing for crypto as well, where we get these things automated done all by crypto payments.
Yeah.
And or blockchain, let's keep it like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's open infrastructure, right? So it's it's programmable money.
Exactly.
That's what you need. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's a very nice part of crypto. I think we already saw like the first experiments with AIs that could trade.
Yeah.
Like those AI tokens, they went to like billions in market. What was the first? I forgot the name of the first one. There were a few.
I mean, you also have the proper ones like virtual, where they can create virtual agents.
Yeah.
These things are slowly popping up. So I'm excited for the future. I agree. It's
it's it's very fast moving. Like I feel like it moves in waves.
Yeah.
Like I think the first time, what was it, like 2023 when GPT came?
Something like that, yeah.
Like this is not that long ago.
Have you seen Cloudbot or cloud coding?
Yeah.
We got Cloudbot, we got cloud coding. That's one thing that I wanted to talk about, or maybe for the listeners here that are interested in AI. So vibe coding, cloud is hot all of a sudden. I see it popping up everywhere on X. You now have Cloudbot coming up, where they say it's a software piece on your PC and it does literally everything for you. So where you used to say, hey, ChatGPT, can you organize my download folder? Whenever you would say that, Cloudbot would have already organized it for you these days.
Yeah.
So it's becoming big. It's massive.
Yeah, this is wild. It can operate your computer like we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It can, and you can command it from your WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So WhatsApp, you say, can you fix my download folder? And it automatically organizes it. Or, I think you could even say, build me a website with a landing page that does this and this and this, and it would create it for you.
Yeah. Nuts.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It's insane.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's the future where we're going to go to.
Yeah. How do you feel about like I feel like this is going to solidify the whole digital space.
Mm-hmm.
So like when we were born, or like in our age, like much of the physical infrastructure was built, right?
Yeah.
Like for us, it would be very hard to start a supermarket. Like around the time we came in, we saw that most supermarkets were being bought by like the bigger supermarkets. So like all the individuals that had their
smaller
own store, they were getting bought up.
They were being bought up.
Totally professionalized. Like car industry, like everything, like physically was pretty much built. Like there are always new entrances, but it was not easy to find new ones. So for us, it was like the digital world where like, hey, this is a new space. Yeah. Like you can create all the new
companies, podcasts, you name it, whatever.
Yeah. And for me and for you too, like we went into crypto, which is totally also a new financial system in some sense. And but now we're gonna go to the age where code and everything we can build in the digital space becomes accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
Somewhat free to build.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're entering the last race of this digital. How do you view this? And also from investment perspective, right? Like everything we used to invest in on chain, I feel like it's going to change the landscape so much, because before, like, oh, I see this product, I know to build this. The team has spent maybe a year to build this, right?
Now it can be done within an evening on a. Yeah, it's. I feel sort of double-ish, where what I mean is at one point I'm not too sure whether this is the way to go, because of, like you said, where there were companies, there were literally business models that create pieces of software where people have thought about it, where now, for example, you might be able to do this with AI within a day, which also means, like you said, where you used to have some sort of confidence or trust in a product where a team was behind it. Now it can be literally one guy sitting in a basement typing out prompts on ChatGPT and getting an entire app done within a day. So that's a bit messed up. And on the other hand, I'm having a lot of FOMO right now. Not for crypto.
Yeah.
But it feels as if right now is the time where you can still come up with ideas or projects or companies or whatever that are able to reach a valuation of millions within a year or a short amount of time. But I don't know how the entire landscape will look like in a couple of years, like you said, because why would you still have an app that does X if you can literally make it within a second?
Yeah.
So a very easy thing, watering your plants in your home used to be a thing where you know, the early days you need to remind yourself to water your plants. Then we had these things where you can pop something in the soil and it says it's getting dry, so you need to do something. So it helped you think of when do you need to water it because you could see the meter going to the left and right. To then having notifications or calendar reminders, whatever you want to call it, to then having apps where you could scan a plant that says, hey, you need to remind or now the plant is getting dry, so you need to water your plants.
Yeah.
Where these apps, where people would buy a subscription to those apps because it reminded them to water their plants. I think in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you don't need these apps anymore because it's all going to get automated into your system, your home, your AI assistant, whatever you want to call it. Maybe even a robot walking in your house, for example. So you don't need these apps anymore.
Okay.
But that's going to take a while. So if you're now still able to create a project like the app that waters the plant where you can make millions out of it, because it's a thing people need. But in the next 5 years, I feel like all these things aren't needed anymore.
So we all get personalized apps for our life.
Yeah, or a personalized robot, or for example, the Google Home or the Siri or Alexa, whatever you want to call it, where it used to say, okay, hey Siri, remind me that in 1 hour I need to do this, or Alexa, play this music. These sort of personal assistants are already happening inside your home, but I feel like in the next years, we're going to have this to do everything for us. So you don't even need to remind yourself or remember when you need to change your toothbrush anymore because it's going to be integrated in sort of an AI assistant.
Yeah.
So I also have a FOMO feeling now where I think if you come up with an idea or a project or whatever, you can do it now. But these things aren't probably going to be needed anymore in the coming years.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I wonder, like, it's do
you have a subscription app on your phone? And I don't mean
only
Netflix but do you have
only AI based ChatGPT?
Yeah,
Claude I have.
Yeah, but most of the people have something doing a workout schedule for them, or having, like I said, a plant watering your plant, or I don't know, whenever you need to check for a listing to see whether you can make an ROI on it. I'm just naming something here.
Yeah.
All these things are going to disappear because it's all going to be in one place, I think.
Yeah, so you would prompt your own apps basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's difficult to see how fast. It's possible probably.
Yeah,
will be insane though.
If, like you said, 2023 to now, if in this period of time we went from asking ChatGPT a couple basic things to being able to write your entire app or code or whatever within a day, in the next 2 years you don't even need to ask this anymore because it's going to be all integrated in
your app. Yeah, definitely possible.
Yeah,
it would be. Interesting, kind of cool.
Only time will tell.
I do like the development though of the.
Yeah, it's an exciting time.
Yeah,
right?
I also feel like you feel like FOMO, or you feel like it's always when these shifts come, like you have your framework of how things used to work and how you can operate in that landscape, right? And then it changes, so it's kind of scared, like, hey, what I'm doing is still be needed when we get all these systems. And I think with AI, this applies to every single person on the planet, right? Hey, the work I'm doing, like in 5 years' time, is my work still needed?
Yeah.
And there's always two reactions from people, right? One is like,
you always need these type of people. You need the hands. It's going to stay, blah, blah, blah. And the other ones are saying...
Now, you have people, they reject it. Like, they're not going to use AI or it's scary or it's unknown. But I think you should just already, like, embrace as much as you can.
Yeah.
From each AI application, if it improves your life or your workflow, use it. Because in the end, like... I think
it's the same with mobile phones, right? Everyone was saying now we don't need mobile phones, we don't need the internet, and now you can't. I mean, you can survive, but it's very hard to survive without a phone these days.
Yeah. True. I would like to live without phone though.
You would?
Yeah, I would be very.
Yeah, but you can't anymore.
Yeah, not yet, but yeah, it's one of my goals to go
fully offline.
Yeah, go like with Nokia, like an old school phone, or only WhatsApp. Like I just want to speak to my family and friends. But
okay. Yeah. I mean, only time will tell, Frits. We are here obviously for the AltCryptoCast, a little side.
Got sidetracked.
Yeah. But let's start with some numbers, Frits. So how are we doing crypto-wise?
Let's do this. So the crypto market cap is at 2.98 trillion. Last episode was at 3.24 trillion. So we're down 8.02%.
Yeah. So we're the same story as sort of we went down, we went up, we went down, we went up. We're the same story as we were not previous episode, but the episode before that. Yeah. Down 8%.
We were starting to get a nice strong rally.
Strong rally.
Also at the start of like the had a Japanese yen interest rates are like skyrocketing and we had Iran and globally we had Greenland.
With tariffs. We got
tariffs. It's again like straight up mess. Like the first 1 or 2 days the market was holding up.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is
positive.
Pretty much strength, but then it still came. But it tells me that we were actually going in a strong uptrend.
Yeah,
because it takes a bit of time then to break it. But we had strength. I got again. Oh, it's tiring. Yeah. It's
it's a tough one.
Yeah, but it's what it is. Bitcoin dominance last episode was 58.6%, went up to 59.1.
Yeah, decent. Okay.
Others was 29.0. It's now at 29.1.
Same story, nothing crazy.
Excluded top 10 was at 7.13 and now at 7. Which is not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. What can we say?
Thoughts,
Yeah. It's sad because, like you said, we were finally having some strength and finally going up a bit, and then all of a sudden we get some news out and we go down once again. I mean, we are still at at the moment of recording at 88K. What is it? 87.8 at the moment. So we're still quite high. Bitcoin wise, we haven't broken down to like 70, 60, 50, whatever. So that's a good thing. But on the other hand, like you said, it's tough. It's getting sort of boring where we go up and then we go down again. We go up, we go down again.
Yeah, I don't mind the boring part, but
the going down part is what makes it painful.
No, it's more like, hey, also with our portfolio, we are stuck in this position, right?
Yeah.
On the opposite side of where the market is going. If there's not like a substantial relief where you can de-risk or either restructure your portfolio, you can end up on the wrong side, maybe into a big bear market.
Yeah.
Which is the worst thing that can happen to your assets. So these moments that we see strength for possible relief, it's a tough one that you go back because if we get another leg down on Bitcoin, like ouch, that's gonna be
painful.
That's gonna hurt. So for me it already does, but like that's gonna be
painful.
So
hey, and what I sort of, because a lot of has happened in the markets. So in comparison with this, what I want to talk about, gold.
Yeah.
Gold and silver. Gold reached 5K per ounce yesterday.
Yeah.
I think euro price, it's nearing 140K euros per kilo.
Yeah.
I remember a year ago, I actually bought a bit of gold for 70K per kilo. So we're talking about an asset called gold, which went up nearly 2x within a year.
Yeah.
Which is mental. And
why is it mental?
Because of the market cap. In, I understand that whenever we have a market that is, or a world that is kind of unshaky, people go towards gold, silver. It's a logical step, let's be honest. But having a market cap of, I can't remember, it was like 15 trillion or 16 trillion last year to now going up towards 35 trillion. We're not talking about, I mean, Bitcoin going from 90K to like 100K. We're talking about adding a 500 billion market cap or whatever. Gold went up 15 trillion. So it's nearly like 10 times the entire crypto market cap, which it has gained within 1 year. Which is massive.
Yeah.
I found some numbers which I find interesting to. Let me quickly look it up. So this is by a good friend of mine, Quentin Francois. He wrote this. He said mid 2018, Apple became the first $1 trillion company in history.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 2018. So 8 years ago, first company to hit 1 trillion. Now, Nvidia reached a 5 trillion market cap for the first time. So as in company-wise. Here we go. Top 10 companies combined in 2018 were worth 6 trillion and a bit. Now the top 10 companies combined are worth 26 trillion. Okay?
Yeah.
Then, this is the crazy one. Gold was at $1,200 per ounce and silver at $15 per ounce. Total value of these two was 14.6 trillion. Now, total value 67.8. So 5x nearly since 2018 till now.
Yeah.
For an asset like gold and silver, which was usually the safe one, the stable one, nothing too crazy. And Quentin said, when fiat dies, assets collapse to the upside. It's mental.
Yeah, it's
if only a tiny bit of that money goes into crypto, we're happy.
Yeah, it's this a bit the hard part for us, at least for now. Like we were expecting with how the dollar is devaluing a little bit. It's not too much yet, but it's starting. Like I think the administration, like, okay, let's kind of put out the field, right? So.
I mean, we even have Pokemon cards going for millions at the moment.
Yeah, this is the only thing I don't understand.
Yeah, asset classes were going S&P all-time high, gold, whatever sort of real estate going up. But we also have Pokemon cards going 36x in a couple of years.
This to me, like, I don't understand why altcoins are not going up.
Yeah, but Pokemon cards are.
Because they are both like tremendously risky.
Yeah.
It might be that Pokemon cards draw some type of strength from... because we all love Pokemon cards, but this is altcoin type of risk, more risky, I guess. So that's the only thing I can't make sense. Like, but this is the thing. Like, okay, every asset class is near all-time high.
Yeah,
right? Stock markets,
gold, silver,
commodities. Everything is high.
Pokemon,
except for the altcoin.
Except for crypto.
Yeah, it's either lagging or I do think 1010. Was actually such a big liquidation.
We haven't really recovered since 1010, let's be honest.
Like 20 billion is so much money.
Yeah.
Like it just got...
Yeah, but then that's what I'm saying. 20 billion is a lot of money. But comparing to 15 trillion being added to the entire gold market cap within a year, 20 billion is nothing.
Yeah, true. But this is different money, right?
Yeah, true.
But like I feel like what everybody has been saying, or like most of crypto people... why to buy Bitcoin was like, hey, you cannot have a currency that's going to be printed infinitely. Like you devalue the currency, right? And now it's happening. But now something else is happening too, which wasn't there before. And that's that Trump has started leveraging the dollar and his army, the US army, to negotiate and gain like on deals and had to determine where the world is going. And now so you already have a problem with a currency with a high amount of debt that moves like into the wrong direction. Like if you have too much debt, at some point you can't turn back, right?
Yeah.
Because you cannot pay off the debts. Like it's a process that moves forward. You get more debt, you need to print more money. So this is one aspect. But then if the whole world holds the dollar, hey, this is not a bad place to be. The US had an exceptionally nice place to have the dollar as the reserve currency in the world and being able to print. Like, this is free. They were taxing the whole world by inflating the currency. But now, because of Trump, and he's pushing on hard power, like not before it was always soft power moves, right? Now it's hard power. Now people are moving away from the dollar slowly, and they're moving into gold. Hey, this process, like I think that's why gold is going. Rallying. We would have hoped it was more into crypto. Yeah, it seems like crypto is still risk, but Bitcoin is not doing too bad.
No, like I said, it's still at 88K, so it's decent.
Yeah, but then again, like if we now move to a place where things switch a bit back, right? Yeah. So we are moving in a direction of less trust in the dollar. Yeah, a lot of money, liquidity is being created, but we are in a sort of risk-off environment.
Yeah.
Risk on, I mean.
Yeah.
Because of the global. But if this switches, we go risk off. It might just flow all that capital into crypto.
Yeah. We'll see. Something else I want to talk about, Fitz.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
We finally have had a big runner again.
Oh, yeah. Did you trade it?
No.
Yeah, same.
It's Penguin. I'm finally back on Solana.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments, by the way, if you're watching this, whether you traded some Penguin, yes or no. But Penguin went to, I mean, we call it at 70 million market cap. Nice. That's when we spotted it on X. Posted about it, but I didn't buy it myself because we mentioned this on X, where it's a risky move and we thought, okay, it might go up towards maybe 100 million and sort of drop down. Went to 170. Finally, some runner again on Solana. So we finally do see some volume coming back into Solana. Pump is slowly starting to move again. Pump fun. Thoughts?
I don't have a TikTok account. Do you?
No. Yeah, I mean, I got one, but I don't really use it.
Use it? Yeah.
I don't post. I mean, we post on it, but I don't watch TikTok.
Yeah, like 6-7 was also trend. Like I miss these things. I'm not on TikTok.
Yeah.
I feel I should. But if you want to catch them,
Do you know why it was called Penguin? What came from the penguin? Why the story?
I don't know the backstory. No.
You don't know the backstory?
You?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was this. There was a video of like a couple of years ago of like National Geographic or some sort of Earth type of show where they were recording penguins.
Yeah.
And you could see an entire group of penguins going, like moving from one place towards the water to survive, to sort of, because it was gonna freeze again, and you see them sort of moving. And then all of a sudden, one penguin just goes, not for me. So the entire group goes to the water, and one penguin just goes to the mountains or to sort of ice and whatever.
Oh, wow.
And he just sort of walked off. And he let the entire group go towards the water, and he was just like, not me. And he just left.
Oh, wow.
And probably the guy died, the penguin, because he wouldn't survive in like the ice and all that stuff. But it was now sort of becoming a thing where they were all saying, mainly because of Greenland as well, where they've got ice and blah, blah. So it's a combination of all these factors together. Yeah. But they were saying, we are going to stand up, and it's not about following the entire crowd, but it's going to be what you want to do, and giving a meaning to your life and blah, 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 you know, the entire backstory. And so that penguin just moved sort of the other way, and that's what made it go viral or hot or give it some attention.
Yeah, inspiring story, you know.
Yeah,
we need this right now. In the world, right?
Exactly. And they were saying penguins feeling it as well, and animals where they go their own route and they're not following the crowd and blah blah blah. Yeah. I think that's why it ran so hard.
Oh wow, cool!
Shout out to the penguin.
Yeah, respect for the penguin.
Because a penguin.
He took some risks there.
Yeah. So some other things is obviously Greenland. We got a lot of uncertainty in the world, which you talked about. The administration in the US is sort of not really helping with it, which, you know, is a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
And then I also want to talk a bit about IPOs.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you've been following this, but a lot of crypto companies are doing IPOs. They did a couple last year. Gemini, Circle, eToro, all these companies went to the stock exchange. This year, we got some rumors of, for example, the Backpack Exchange going to the stock, OKX going to the stock, Ledger, the hardware wallet, is now possibly doing an IPO. A lot of these companies are going IPO. What's your opinion on this?
Thoughts? Yeah, it's good for them. Congratulations to all those businesses, right? They're
raising some more money, even though they already make a lot of money. I mean, it's not really raising money; it's giving away share of the company as well. But
I mean, it depends on what they do with the money. But yeah, great for them. Well done. Like they were early.
Just a quick estimate: I'm not sure if you noticed, but if you now had to say, okay, we got Ledger.
Yeah.
What do you think such a company is worth?
Yeah, I know. So.
Oh, you know the number?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So sort of for the listeners, it's targeting 4 billion.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, would you have said something like 4 billion? Would you have said less? Would you have said more?
I had no estimates how many. Yeah, I think more. It's so many people use it as their wallet. It's insane. Like almost everybody in crypto has one. Yeah, everybody knows it. Everybody.
But still, 4 billion is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. Yeah, the businesses went big. You know what I don't get though? You're a crypto. You're crypto native.
Yeah.
Why are you going to the stock exchange?
Yeah, I think it's to expand a sort of network / company reach, where crypto is still a niche thing. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of people still have a sort of bad taste with crypto. And I think that the step for these projects is to go IPO, to become a stock where it's going to be a bit less pure crypto and a bit more global money-wise. The same thing how we last episode said, okay, we're the AltCryptoCast, we talk about a portfolio. Maybe it is a better way to also talk about stocks, commodities as a portfolio. I think that reasoning is why these companies go towards the IPO route, where it allows them to get in touch with other companies, not just crypto, makes them a bit more serious outside of the crypto space. I think that's the main reason. Yeah, it's what I would say.
Yeah.
If you're a company that has that IPO'd and has a stock which is now worth 10 billion, you're also big outside of the crypto space. You know what I mean? But now Ledger is mainly a big company in crypto, but outside of crypto, maybe no one even knows about them. So I think that's the reason. Yeah.
That makes sense. If you want to grab a bigger audience, but but still, I feel like, come on, you're. So I understand this, right?
Yeah.
And maybe also you can raise much more money. There's more liquidity,
exactly. And then you grow the company.
But then, like, just I don't know, just make the connection to crypto. Like, I don't know why they like. You could, I guess you could also structure like, because we're not talking about token launch anymore, right? Because each exchange also has a token already.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, now we're going to structure equity into a vehicle, and they're going to launch it on the IPO side. But why not structure this in crypto and then move apart to IPO? I don't know. Either way, big moves are happening.
Yeah. Adoption, crypto going public, going stock wise. It's
cool.
Yeah, slowly becoming bigger.
Yeah, end stage of. I feel like this is like the next. What is it? 5-10 years going to be like just the solidifying of the space.
Yeah. Okay, Frits. Portfolio wise.
Yeah.
So we have 2 portfolios that we manage. One that we actively manage and one that we do a gem roulette. So if you're new here, we have 2 portfolios, and one is we update every time we talk about the portfolio, and the second one is a roulette that we roll, which is more a random one as an experiment. Everything we do here, no financial advice, and always do your own research. So portfolio, Frits, what are we at?
Yeah.
We started with 2K.
Yeah, last episode we're at 1178.
I remember saying, okay, we're going to go up possibly to 1400-ish.
Yeah, that's the tune. Current valuation, 1,056. Yeah, minus 44.34%.
Down once again.
Yeah.
We're still above the 50% mark, but we are down since last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, crypto has gone down 8% as well. The entire crypto market cap, so it feels as if our portfolio is down 8% as well, which is fine. We swapped WorldCoin for Oster, if I'm correctly, last episode.
No, we didn't do that yet.
Oh, we said we might be even.
We might.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. So,
have you seen Oster lately?
Yeah, it went down more.
Yeah. It's a good thing we didn't swap it yet, but maybe WorldCoin went down even more as well. I haven't checked.
Yeah, also went down quite a bit. I think it's a good time to
swap it.
Yeah. Because we have Tau as AI coin, so it's nice to have a perp dex. We could either go with Hype or Oster. Hype, I guess the thing with Hype has more first mover, has the most liquidity, the innovator basically for this space. And Oster is backed with Binance and are not backed by Binance.
No,
but he is like pushing for Oster, so that's not something to put aside. So we could go with Hype or Oster. Yeah. What do you think?
I think Oster. I agree with you that the hype would be the bigger one, but it feels as if a risk-reward type of thing also would have a higher upside.
Yeah.
So I'd say we swap WorldCoin because then we have ETH, Solana, Tau, Aster, Pepe as a meme coin, Huma Finance is the more risky one. Am I missing something here? Sui, yeah. Overall, then a solid portfolio still, I think.
Yeah,
right?
I think after that, maybe already we could scale down a bit, maybe, but then it's just holding. Yeah, I feel unless we get a relief rally and we can decide to
start selling,
to offload, because then the possibilities we get into bear market.
Okay, so to summarize, keep the rest as it is. Swap out WorldCoin for Aster.
Yeah,
and then see next episode how we're going to be, whether we're going to survive again.
Yeah.
Okay, then the Roulette portfolio, Fritz. Started with 2K as well. I think we went down to like 600 or 500 even, and then we added some money again to even it out with the other portfolio. Yeah. What are we at?
730. Last episode, X 863.
It's only going down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's minus 63%. Yeah, not much to say about it. It's just down.
Let's do one more. Let's do another roulette. So spin the ball, Fritz. Let me open the list in the meantime. Number 20.
20.
MCORE.
Okay.
M.
I don't know it. Yeah,
you don't know the...
It's MemeCoin Launchpad or something?
Yeah, I know it's quite volatile. That's what I know, because we see it on our screen quite often in the office.
Yeah.
So the all chart is like this.
Oh, wow, got a pump.
Yeah.
When was the pump?
I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but...
Oh, yeah.
So market cap 1.96 billion, nearly 2 billion.
Yeah.
Volume 10 million volume for a 2 billion market cap token.
Oh, that's off.
Yeah, that's not too nice. So it is currently live on. It's got Binance, Uniswap, Bitget, Gate, Maxi, Huobi, Bitmart, Kraken. It's got the big ones.
It got Binance Alpha or Binance?
I believe Binance, because I see it on the spot Binance.
Oh, wow. And they only have 10 million volume.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay.
Oh, wait. The volume on 24 hours on Binance is 1,300. Liquidity 1. Maybe this one isn't correct on... Oh, it's Binance Alpha. You're right. Binance
Alpha. That's okay.
Okay, let's add it to a portfolio and then see what it's going to do for us.
Yeah.
Then our next topic, Fritz.
Yeah.
The most exciting one, Altcoin Radar.
Yeah, nice.
Where every episode we talk about an altcoin, and for this one we only have got one interesting altcoin.
Yeah.
And then next to that we're going to talk about a trading strategy or risk management strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring it on. What token are we going to talk about?
Yeah, it's Midnight.
Midnight.
Yeah.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah, you guys already, or you already interviewed them a while ago, right?
We did a video for them during Token 2049 in Singapore last year, where they did not go live yet. They had a pre-TGE. So we met with the founder or the CEO, interviewed them because we thought the project was quite interesting. Privacy was hot at that time because you'll talk about it in a bit, but it's a privacy token.
Yeah.
Looked very nice. Then had their TGE, which was quite nice as well. I think most people expected it to be around 800, 900 million market cap ish. And I believe it's sitting at over $1 billion at the moment. We then did another video for them when they had their TGE. And actually, a part of the team right now, shout out to Stan, is in Hawaii at the moment. He landed last night. For Midnight, the token. This is not a paid one, but just fun to mention it. Where they have something called the Root, which is sort of an event where they gather creators, a group, I think it was 30 people, to have them meet up, talk about everything, have fun, and then see sort of how Midnight fits in that picture. So he's actually in Hawaii at the moment with Midnight, the team of Midnight.
Yeah.
So I'm excited what he's going to do for the coming days.
Yeah, it was
crazy. Helicopter tours, mimosas on the beach, golfing, having s'mores sort of over a fire pit. I don't know what things he's going to do. Volcano excursion, crazy stuff. I mean, Hawaii, obviously a very crazy place. It was a 24-hour trip though to get there for him.
Yeah. Oh.
He's going to be there for 3 days and then fly back again 24 hours.
That's insane.
It's a hectic one, but yeah.
Crypto stuff.
Crypto stuff.
Yeah. Only in crypto.
Only in crypto.
Very cool though.
Tell me, Fritz. Midnight. What's it about?
Midnight. It's built on the Cardano chain.
Yeah.
First project we talk about is on the Cardano
chain. Yeah.
Market cap 986 million.
Okay, nearly a billion. Yeah.
FTV 1.42 billion.
Yeah.
Exchange is OKX, Bybit, Binance Alpha, Gate, KuCoin, and MXC.
Yeah, except for this got the biggest ones, except for Binance and Coinbase.
Yeah, and
Kraken.
the Korean exchange
a bit.
Yeah. But so it's a bit like you have like tier 1 exchange.
It's
just a little bit below.
Just a little bit below. Yeah.
But let's talk about it. It's a privacy first smart contract network.
Yeah.
And it's designed for rational privacy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a layer, it's a layer 1 which has privacy, or have privacy a layer on top of it.
Yeah.
But you can, so it's more like built for applications.
Yeah.
And if you build on it, the user can decide who can see your data.
That's nice.
Yeah. So it's with Monero, for example, privacy is always
happening.
So you cannot you cannot see, or you cannot give like insights into things to the regulator, for example. So it's like a privacy layer, smart contracts as well, where you have the optionality to remove the privacy or like show it to a small group or like a person, which helps for regulatory stuff.
Yeah.
So you can build applications with privacy layer that are compliant with laws.
Yeah. I remember the CEO or the founder saying things like, if we go to a way where, for example, your salaries are being paid in stable coins, which is obviously a nice thing. The downside of that is that everyone will be able to see what you're earning. Or if the data that you're going to use in sort of hospitals or whatever would be public, or medicine or whatever. And I remember the guy saying, okay, this is actually what we're trying to build, where we have a layer on top of that. So you can choose whether you want people to see your salary, yes or no. Or if you have your personal data, health data, you won't want everyone to see sort of your health data. They would be having a layer on top of it to enable you to make it sort of private for yourself. And I remember the guy saying, which was actually very interesting, where he said, if we talk about privacy, it's all a bit sort of negative, what people think of it. But if you go the confidentiality part, or saying, okay, there's some information that you don't want to get shared, then everyone is like, okay, this is important. So it's a bit on how you sort of mention and how you talk about it. But I find it interesting, and I like you said, it's also Cardano. Cardano has been, I think, a big investor for them. I think they did something like a 25 million treasury for them, or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is obviously a big name behind it. So it's looking good. I'm excited for what they're gonna do.
Yeah. It's it's good.
Yeah.
It's definitely what we need in crypto.
In crypto. Yeah. Okay, any other information? We got a team information or?
Yeah, also, just one more thing, like it's a dual tokenomics.
Okay.
So you have the reason is also for the privacy layer, but it's when you have the midnight token, you get dust, and dust is used for everything on chain, like can be seen as like a gas.
It's like gas fees-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get them for holding night token.
Team-wise, we know anything about the team?
Team has ties to Cardano.
Yeah, obviously.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Eran Barak is the CEO.
Yeah, that's the person we interviewed in Singapore.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. We should be seeing if we can get him on a podcast episode even.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Might be nice.
Would be cool to really talk about how, or at least what I would like to know, like truly, like how is such a chain built? That is much more tech, but it's more like how is it truly built?
How does this work?
Yeah. And I know it's zero knowledge proofs, and I never really dove
into the
I would be interested.
Let me see if we can reach out to him and then get him on a show sometime.
Yeah, it would be cool. We haven't done
guest
like
episodes.
founders in a while. Huh?
No, it's time to do another one. Last year, obviously, we did it in Token 2059.
Yeah, it's fun.
We should see if we can do it again this year, because Token obviously is big and quite a few founders are there.
Yeah.
Because usually the thing is, obviously, we're in the Netherlands and not that many founders are in the Netherlands. But let's see during Token. Let me start reaching out to some founders again. If you have any sort of, you're listening to this and you think, okay, we need to interview this guy, let us know in the comments below or send a DM and we'll check it out as well. Okay. Anything else on Midnight, the team or?
Yeah, and then you have Sebastian Guillemot.
Okay.
Oh man, someone.
Yeah.
It's French, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's French. He is a well-known Cardano ecosystem developer. Like these guys, they know what they are doing. Yeah. So solid team.
Yeah.
Well connected with Cardano.
Yeah. So they've got a billion market cap, FDV 1.4. So the supply, there's still going to be some supply coming out, but not that much, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
If you ask me, they launched and they, even in this market, are holding up quite well, which is nice.
Yeah.
On quite a few big exchanges, everything that I've seen from them so far is nice. For example, the fact that they organize something called The Root, where one of our team members is now.
Yeah.
And I might be a bit biased here, but still, is obviously a very nice thing where they are spending money to gather creators and ask about them what questions do you have, what do we need to talk about, etc. Because you're, for example, saying, okay, I would like to know how does this actually work. Where it might be that they haven't talked about this anywhere. I don't know. But these things are very interesting, where if we do an episode with them and interview the founder or someone from the team, there might be some other people having the same questions.
Yep.
So it's good to see that they're actively busy with, inviting people, creating events to share the information about this. So I'm excited. What is your thoughts?
Yeah, good project.
Yeah.
Well connected, always important. I think my main thing is and it's with every chain nowadays, adoption.
Yeah.
How
are they going to get this?
Because you need to get the applications to run on your chain. But you only need one big application to take off, and it's all worth it.
Yeah.
Very interesting to see. Good team. So. Yeah.
I'm excited for it as well. Yeah, I agree. Let's see if we can get sort of down with a founder somewhere or talk with them to ask these type of questions, because I think more people would have the same thoughts behind it. Yeah. Let me reach out to them and then see whether we can get them on stage sometime.
Yeah, cool. That'd be very cool.
Okay, then Fitz, usually we have another altcoin, but for this one, we actually have a risk management / trading strategy thing that we want to talk about. Reason being, last episode, we had a few questions of people saying, okay, how are you guys managing risk? Where we said, okay, maybe it's good that we spend some time on talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's deep dive.
Let's deep dive. Risk management.
You want to start with risk management?
Yeah. How does this work?
Okay. Yeah, so I was prepared for the opposite. We
can do the opposite.
Because that makes a bit more sense, because then naturally risk management comes into play of building a strategy.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Okay, building a trading strategy. It's I don't know. It's actually fun to do, but everything there are multiple steps in building a strategy. Mm-hmm. So the first one, and we ourselves are also somewhat an algorithm, right? So when you trade, you spot opportunities and then
you handle on it. Yeah.
You buy it, right? So for, let's say, more chart trading, so you have you can build strategies based on more like a thesis and a conviction play. It's more like a fundamental play. Yeah. Well, that's in its sense also a strategy, right? Because you build theses and you build fundamental, and then you trade them. But you can also do more like pattern trading,
TA-wise-ish.
Yeah. So let's pick one, and we notice that and I actually do notice this, when the stock markets go down at the end of the day. So in our night, let's say around 10,
11-ish.
That's generally when there's a relief in the markets, also in crypto.
Okay.
So let's say we see this pattern, right?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna backtest. So what you do is, you see a pattern. This is your alpha. This is your edge on the market.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna say, okay, I want to trade this.
Yeah.
How do I trade this information, right?
Yeah. How do I use this alpha to trade?
Yeah. Now, what you generally do is you test it backwards on the markets.
Okay.
So you say, okay, every day I'm gonna. What would have happened if every day in the market I would have started buying? So the market is, let's say the rule is the market is down 3%.
Yeah.
I will start buying.
Yeah.
At 10 o'clock, and then I sell at 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this can be a
simple one. Yeah.
Yeah. What you do is you run that logic.
Yeah.
Every day backwards.
Yeah.
So you can even do it like, and this is a lot of work, but when I used to build algorithms, the Bob I was working with, he would literally like put every trade on the chart.
Yeah.
Following the logic. Like tremendous work. Like he would spend
manually.
Yeah, he would spend hours like putting the
actually doing it all. This is where I would buy, this is where I would sell, this is where I would buy, this is where I would sell.
See what the trade does.
Yeah,
no, you do that, but you can also do it with code, but many ways. Okay, either way, you get your distribution of the quality of your edge.
Yeah.
Right? Because we look for a consistent edge.
Yeah.
Now, this is only a small part, because this is like the, how do you say, the creative part, or where you
think of alpha or
opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then we go to, okay, the risk management part and the actual execution of the trading. So if you look at your historical data, you want to get a few metrics out of it.
Yeah.
You want to understand, okay, if I trade this, how much money do I make? Mm-hmm. You want to know what your maximum drawdown is.
Yeah, and drawdown being how many times in one row would it go wrong? Because you are going to lose some trades, you're going to win some trades, and the drawdown being how many times would I have lost the money, and how much would I have lost at that point?
There's a little distinction.
Yeah.
So there's the number of times you can lose a trade.
Yeah.
That's your max losing streak.
Yeah.
But you can also have like, okay, I lose 5, I win 1, and then I lose another 5.
Yeah.
So your max drawdown is like your equity curve. This is basically the value of your balance if you start trading.
Yeah.
It goes up, and then sometimes it goes
down. Yeah.
The maximum distance
of
within
going down
period, within one peak, that's your maximum drawdown.
Okay. Yeah.
This one is very important.
Yeah.
This is also, if you do the wrong position sizing, you can blow up your whole account.
Yeah.
Go to zero, basically. Yeah. But this is an important metric. You can look at your max losing streak, winning streaks. You can even go a bit with Sharpe ratio.
Yeah.
It basically means, okay, if I have my equity curve, the perfect equity curve is something like this, right?
Yeah, going up.
One straight line, no losses.
Yeah.
You perfectly extract
every
the
day
alpha.
You get 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. That would be the best curve, right?
Yeah. The Sharpe ratio captures your return based on risk, and risk in this case would be the volatility of your equity curve.
Yeah.
What you do is you get these metrics. Based on these metrics, and people make it very hard, but based on it, you can make a logical, already like quite a logical way. Okay, how am I going to execute?
Yeah.
Because let's say you have capital, right? You want to allocate it perfectly, but if you allocate too much, you can lose it all.
You can blow up. Yeah.
Yeah. So because let's say you have 1K and you say, okay, I'm going to spend.
Yeah. Let's say you've got 1K and you spend €100 on every trade.
Yeah.
If there's more than sort of 10 trades in a row that you're going to lose, you would have blown up your account.
You blow up your account.
Yeah. So if you had sort of 10 as the number that would go down as the maximum, you might need to say, okay, we're not going to do 100 every trade, but we're going to do 50 every trade, because then I can lose 20 in a row. As an example.
Yeah. So your position sizing is often overseen, but it's one of the most important parts.
Things. Yeah.
Some people look at it from a different perspective. So if we start looking at this from a risk perspective, because when you take a trade, you can look at, okay, how much money do I make? But it's better to look at, if I take a trade, how much money do I lose, and what are the odds that I lose this trade?
Yeah.
So what is quite generally to do is like, okay, I'm willing to lose 1 or 2% of my trade. So what it means, if I have my entry, then I have my stop loss, I might take profit.
Yeah.
If I can lose 1% of my capital, let's say
€100, whatever, if you got 10K,
that's what you can lose on the trade. So when you enter and you have your stop loss at
the 1% of your portfolio that you would be losing,
that also determines your position size, so your leverage.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. The best way, if you really go with a trading strategy, is to do it percentage based.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so let's say every trade you would be able to lose 1% of your portfolio, your balance, so to speak. What you then do is you set the fact where your stop loss would mean you would have lost the 1% of your portfolio.
Yeah.
And after that you go, okay, if I can do this, how much leverage would I then need to be able to have this done? And I think this is also important. This is still a very hard thing for us, for example, and also other people, where I get sometimes people saying, okay, I've got 500 euros in crypto, and what should I be investing in? And then they buy some sort of random token and they invest $250 in that token. Yeah. Looking at it portfolio wise, you would say, okay, this might not be the best move, because if that token goes down, you've already lost 50% of your portfolio.
Yeah. Portfolio risk management is different.
Yeah. But I mean, sort of, if you call your balance your portfolio at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So so position sizing is also very crucial, where most people forget about it and they just say, I'm trading, I'm just buying something here, opening something here, but thinking about how much size would you go in with this trade is actually a very crucial thing. Yeah. If you want to go more into understanding, you can look at Kelly criterion.
Kelly
criterion.
Okay.
So even if you go to the casino, right, you can bet on black and white.
Yeah.
There's optimal position sizing.
Yeah.
So you don't get bust, or you don't.
Yeah.
It's I think if you don't have the house, it's 50%. You should bet always.
Yeah.
This is
same with Roulette, right? If you go black or red, I think there's 36 numbers that you can bet on. But the fact that they've got 0 is are sort of the odds for the house, right? What makes the house win? Because if you wouldn't have the 0, you could always bet on black or red. You would always sort of make back your money, or 50-50. But because there's a 0, so 1 in 36 times is going to hit a 0, is what wrecks you at that point.
Yeah.
What's earning for the house.
But still, if you have 50-50 odds, and you bet your whole balance at once, and you lose, you're bust. So this is one of the things in trading, and it's generally something also in investing. You cannot go bust, because you don't want to start over again.
Yeah.
You need capital.
You need capital.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh yeah, and then we get to execution. And this is the most difficult part.
Yeah.
Okay, you have your plan, you have your strategy, you have your
sticking to the plan,
and I need to stick to the plan.
Yeah, that's very difficult.
Yeah,
it's hard.
I prefer writing code for this.
Yeah, because then you can't not have the discipline to sort of mess up. It's still a thing we're learning, right? We talk about this quite often, where you get a sort of. You also talk about the drawdown. What you said is it's also emotionally important, because if let's say you've got a very profitable trading strategy where you go from 10K to 100K within a couple months, and then all of a sudden the 100K goes back towards 50K, knowing that after that it would go to $1 million, for example, you would still need to handle the 100K towards 50K drawdown. And if you can't handle that, then you've got a problem.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's brutal
like this.
Yeah,
mentally, because you are like, does my strategy still work? Yeah. Did something change in the market?
At all these times, something would be happening in the market. You start doubting your strategy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the sizing is important as well.
Yeah, and also what I experienced, I did a lot of this trading, this type of trading, markets always change.
Yep.
So you can backtest whatever you want.
Yeah. If something changes in the market, you still need to adjust.
Because if you backtest now for last month or since 10-10, and you are testing a strategy that's 80% short.
Then you would have won.
Hey, you're going to be testable.
The 80% long one, you would have lost. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to be careful. You have to understand your strategy. Yeah. There's, I can tell, if you understand why your strategy is profitable, it's a good strategy.
Yeah.
And it needs to be ideally unbiased about direction. Because it's very hard to predict
the markets
direction longer term, or the big moves. It's possible, but
okay. Good one, Fritz. So if sort of the ones that were listening and asked for this one, if you have any other questions, let us know. Then
one more thing, do we want to do the portfolio, or do we do that next time?
Let's do it next time.
Okay.
Let's do it next time. Looking at the time as well.
Yeah.
So we have got community questions.
Yeah.
I actually have 2 this time, Fritz.
Okay, let's go.
One is by the user called Dutchcoiner. I think he's a Dutch guy. He said, my honest guess is that alts are going back to their pre-2020 values. We're heading into some really tough territory. Okay, it's not a question, but it's a note.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
Could be. I hope he's not true, because then we're going to go down even more. But at some point, we got to go into a bear market, like a definitive bear market, and then we are going to hit these levels.
Yeah,
pre-2020 is
low. It's very low, but who knows? I don't think so. But
let's just hope we get some sort of relief in the world where some money from, like you said, gold, stocks, whatever, is going to flow a bit into crypto to get us a bit of a relief. That's the hope that we need to hang on to. And if not, pack up our bags and go flip some hamburgers.
Yeah.
Okay, Fritz. Then the final one by someone called Brass Capital.
Yeah.
And he said, why would you listen to him? And this was on a short that we posted where we said, okay, CZ called for a super cycle this year, which we talked about last episode. So the user says, why would you listen to him?
Yeah.
Why would you listen to him, Fritz?
Yeah, we have a bit the same conversation, but yeah, he's the hardest character to judge, I feel, in crypto.
Yeah.
But yeah, why would I trust him? I think he does have a big heart for the space, though. So
yeah, and he is sort of the biggest thought leader in crypto. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And they always said don't fade CZ, because the things he's been talking about, where he started Binance, he talked about Bitcoin, he talked about BNB, and now about Oster. But BNB and Bitcoin both had tremendous returns. I mean, he called it a very low time. So I think that's one of the reasons why people hang on to the guy, because he's a big name in the space. He, let's be honest, still owns Binance. So he's got the biggest market mover in the entire space. I think that's the reason why would someone listen to him. I do know quite a few people have gone quite mad about him, because last year Binance, all the tokens went down like 90%, and 95% of that tokens went down. Yeah. Oster went down, so quite a few people were mad with him. But still, over the long run, I think he's a very good, a big name in the space, and that's why people listen to him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Then wrapping up the episode, Fritz. Last topic that we've got. Forward-looking and Polymarket.
Yeah.
So forward-looking, FOMC meeting, what are we looking at?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably no rate cuts.
Okay.
So 28th of January, it's now 2.8%, and it was 2.8%.
Okay.
For
so
one rate cut, probably not. 18th of March, it's now 0.4%. For two rate cuts, it was 0.7.
Yeah, so probably not.
29th of April, for third rate cut, 0, and it was 0.1.
Okay. Yeah. So probably no rate cuts happening anytime soon.
No, small odds.
Okay, and then some Polymarket odds. Polymarket, obviously, if you don't know, prediction markets, where you can bet on pretty much anything that's happening in the world. There are sometimes some interesting ones. One that I found very interesting, but eventually there were actually two things that I want to quickly mention.
Yeah.
One being, there was a way to make $6 million, but the only thing you needed was 20 million.
Nice.
Reason being, the Pokemon card by Logan Paul, we talked about this last time where we found this interesting, was a Polymarket bet on saying, is he going to sell for 20 million or more? And the odds were so low that if you bet, let's say $1 million on it, you would earn like 26 million.
Oh.
So what you could do is, what if you borrowed 20 million, you would buy the Pokemon card for 20 million, then you would have bet 1 million on the Polymarket bet, and you would have made 26 million.
That's crazy.
So you would have earned 26. It would have cost you 1 million to bet and 20 million to get the money. So you would have 5 million, and you would have the Pokemon card.
That's crazy.
Infinite money.
Did someone do it?
But now they patched it. So if you now bet $1 million, you only get like 500K, I think. There's not enough liquidity in it to do it.
Yeah.
That was something interesting that I saw.
That's crazy.
Then another one. There's a bet saying what is going to happen before GTA 6 be released in 2026.
Yeah.
There was actually an odd of Jesus Christ returning back to Earth of like 49% or 50% happening before GTA 6. So I thought, okay, this is easy money. We need to do this. But then I checked the description. It said if nothing, it was like on the 31st of March of this year. Okay. And if it didn't happen, they'll also be 50-50. So it would have resolved to just going, no, not really moving. But I thought, okay, Jesus Christ, returning before GTA 6, 50%, take my money.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the case. So those were some interesting ones.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, and then do you have some interesting ones that you want to talk about?
Yeah, so there are two.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one is US. Again, we go into the same.
Yeah.
Same problems we had before. Problems like uncertainty. Will there be another US government shutdown by the 31st of January?
Okay.
And this was
shut down before the end of the month.
Yeah, 82% yes, 18% no. So it's
82% yes. Yeah, that's tough.
It's going to happen again. I think this one was because of the ICE department funding for the ICE department.
Okay, so that's kind of bad because it looks like we're going into a shutdown again, which was quite bad for the markets last time.
Yeah, not good.
Okay, and then another one.
Yeah, this one is US strikes Iran by
US
31st of January, 15%, February 28, 48.
Okay, so odds are still that they won't strike.
Yeah, but before the 30th of June, it's 66%.
Okay,
so it's quite big.
I
feel like it changed a bit perspective of odds, right? Because now we have a sense, we know there's going to be a shutdown probably.
Yeah.
And we know that probably in the next 6 months, US is going to
strike
Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, big ones. And if these things happen, not really looking good for us, for the markets in general. Obviously, if US strikes Iran, it's also looking bad for the people there. To wrap things up, it's we talked about everything that we wanted to say. Obviously, it's an uncertain market. Let's be honest. Yeah. The world is very uncertain. Gold, stocks, commodities, all-time high. Crypto still kind of sad.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Next episode.
Boo.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
Hard to say. No financial advice, obviously.
Yeah. It's so hard because every time I do think things are looking better or things are happening.
We get another.
Something globally happens and it's just, I don't know, it's just annoying because the liquidity is there.
Yeah.
You can see it in all the markets.
I'm going to say it, Frits.
Yeah.
Next episode, we're down.
We're down?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Man, I just hope we are.
Yeah, let's hope I'm wrong.
I hope we hold this structure for Bitcoin because another move down is going to be to like 70K to 60K. This is
painful.
Yeah. So let's
see if it's let's see.
I think same prices.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect then, Frits.
Yeah.
Then on that news, let's wrap up the episode. If you're new here or you enjoyed watching, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, whether you're following us on Spotify, YouTube, you name it. And thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you guys at the next episode. Thanks.